Okay, guys, what's up? Okay, guys, we're back. Hopefully, this could go. Okay, let's see. What should I talk about?
What do I think? I think it's terrible.
I hope you do.
I really don't like having to see dead bodies. I really can't say. I don't want to make any judgments.
Okay. He glanced on the side.
Well, Liam is pretty angry with his uncle. His eyebrows went down every time he spoke about him. He covered his face when Aki started asking more questions, so he's got something to hide. I'm pretty sure Marissa's hiding something too. Every time she smiles, her eyebrows go up, as if she's worried. After she finished her interview with Mr. Otten, she was even more nervous than before. Sophia was pretty frustrated when we came, but now she's really anxious. She won't stop pacing back and forth. You mean that guy with the red hair? I didn't really get to see his face. Sorry. I've been studying body language for a while now. Actually, it's sort of the other way around. Our mother died during birth, so Aki was the one who had to raise me. She gave up her life for my sake. I guess after making her life so difficult, I'm just trying to make things easier for her now. Besides, I don't do everything she tells me to. We argue all the time. Stay with us a little longer and you'll see plenty. Feel free to come talk more if you want.
Happy New Year to you too. So what if? Yeah. Let's see. Move. You too. So this is the kitchen, museum, living room. Okay, so. Oh,
Sure thing. See you soon. Well, he did mention that his uncle likes to drink. It sure makes poisoning him easy though, huh? I see Miko has been talking to you. Well, I won't deny that we've done things on both sides of the law. But we're not just a bunch of criminals, okay? I have my reasons. But... good point. I wonder if there's a way to get him out of the room for a while. So what you're saying is, it is possible to enter without him. He just said that we could get it if we had a code.
hold on a second. Had to put something in the oven.
I'm pretty sure she already did.
What do you need?
Yeah. It's better than sending a text, although the range isn't that great. But first things first. I need a little favor, brother dearest.
Every time you say that we do something illegal.
Well, it's for a good cause.
You always say that too.
I suppose I do. But you'll help, right?
What do you want?
When you guys first opened Mr. Otten's office, you saw Sophia's security code, right? Well, we're just going to try a little experiment and see if it works on other doors. I'll distract Kevin while Con turns the power off. Kevin will no doubt head to the basement to fix the problem. Once the power's back on, Naoki will use Sophia's code to get the two of you access to the security room. I'll stall Kevin long enough for you two to get a quick look. See what you can get and get out of there. Got it?
Got it.
Good, then wait for my signal. Alright, Con, you're up. Good job, now get out and quick! Alright guys, get going! Con, Naoki, we're out of time. Get out of there! So, find anything? These numbers are pretty recent. I see a lot of references to other companies, but I'm not sure what they mean. I've got nothing. That's cool. We'll talk later.
Hey, con guy, right? Just wondering if you were on good terms with that police dude. Huh. Well, that sucks. I told him I wanted to go, and he was all like, I can't leave because Uncle is something or other. What are you talking about? Wait, so that means... Well, there's irony for you. Oh, come on. What isn't ironic about it? The man makes artificial hearts for a living, but his own ticker fails on him? Why should I be? He was due for it soon enough with the way he was drinking. A heart attack, right? Yeah, figured as much. Well, that's that, I guess. Am I supposed to cry or something? I've lost family members before. Really, it's more annoying than anything else.
Nah, this dude's a piece of shit.
Right.
Auten. Just the man I wanted to see.
What?
I'd like to interview you for the magazine Modern Trends, if you don't mind.
Oh, sure. What do you want to know?
Oh, man.
Those are private documents that you should not be reading. His passing does not give you the right to pore over his belongings. I will not discuss his private business with you. That's an odd question. Is there any reason you want to know? Are you sure? Well, you don't think his cognac was poisoned, do you? I see. I'm sorry, I'm really not feeling well. I'd like to take a nap now, if it's okay with you.
Both of them have very strong personalities, but they have different approaches to solving problems. He thinks she's too impulsive, and she thinks he's too indecisive. I think they're both right, and I think things are gonna go terribly again if they don't realize this. Well, they both agree that it was the worst blind date ever. Please don't tell anyone I told you that. I'm sorry, I have to get going. Aki wants me to look around upstairs for a bit.
Come by if you want to ask me anything else.
Sophia isn't here. She's scared. I don't know.
Kensei! It's Liam! He went nuts and tried to kill us both! Sophia's in there. He locked her in here and she's hurt. I can't open it without your help. The basement, downstairs. You've got to turn off the power.
Damn.
Khan, turn the power back on. I'm sending Naoki to get you.
Okay. Hey, what's up? Whoever just jumped in. Kevin.
He's gone.
The hell is that? I'm Kevin.
All the doors in the house unlocked. Kevin and Liam are both gone.
The fuck?
She's not doing well. Someone hit her on the head pretty hard. Aki's trying to stop the bleeding, but It's not your fault. You can't blame yourself for the actions of others. Wait for the police to show up, I guess.
The hell? Damn, this must be one of the endings. Must be a bad ending.
What do I think? I think it's terrible. I really don't like having to see dead bodies. I really can't say. I don't want to make any judgments.
Okay, so that was the bad ending, I think.
Well, Liam is pretty angry with his uncle. His eyebrows went down every time he spoke about him. He covered his face when Aki started asking after she finished.
Alright guys, we're doing the fast thing to try if I can
Feel free to come talk more if you want.
let's see. I may have to start this over. Let's go back up.
A tangram isn't that hard. You're just not thinking about it right. You should be out.
Alright, we gotta start over, guys.
Good. You'd be me.
We're doing this fast because we
Coffee.
trying to get back to the right point
That's
to see if we can change the story because that was a bad ending.
glad. You're not. God. Yep. We that. I can't. Rich people. Maybe. Oh, what you think? We called in. And us is only now. All.
See, we gotta be doing this because
Oh, where? In Los Angeles.
maybe if we come up to the fact that he was murdered, that we tell them that he was murdered, we can get a different ending.
Well, everyone. No, he's sweet. So you. This. Yeah.
Are you the...
Yep.
You're true.
They are. This and.
Okay, guys, I'll be right back. Gotta check on the patties. They're not done yet, so...
It's a retina. The house. There are the house. Mr. This. Now, please don't.
Okay, so that was the bad ending.
Other guests?
Oh no.
Oh, great. I should have...
Mika!
Detective Gerst.
Yeah.
Please make yourself.
Who can we...
If.
Let's go!
Oh! You must... Oh! Marissa...
I'm...
Oh, or...
Doing this because you're trying to rush through it. So...
Wait.
So when anybody watches this again, they can see.
When I'm...
Meek.
I'd rather...
Mr.
Of course. Hey,
Please make it
right.
Shall we get... Mr.
Good. No. Get up.
What did you...
Sophie.
Please. We... Until...
Yeah, just... What do you think?
It's no good. Mr. Otten's your detective. No?
Yeah, Liam... He's... Yeah.
Whoa.
But...
Am I...
God? If you... Huh. I was...
like...
There's like... Oh. I don't... Well... Split up and
Yeah. She used... nothing.
She came to us with constant...
To us? Nothing. Well... But what if something happens? Really? Oh.
No.
I'd rather not go down there.
Anything? It's full of work from ancient China. It's beautiful. No, those pieces are protective wards.
Hey, did you find anything? There's a girl in there, Marissa. She's a little scary and loud. She kept asking me all these questions about why we were here and if I knew anything about Liam. I didn't know what to say. Well, should we keep exploring the house? Whoa, are you okay?
It's happening.
What's going on?
Scared?
Who? Con guy?
Whoa, kid, calm down. Mr. Otten has been unusually quiet for a while. Are you sure everything is okay? Is there any way we can force ourselves in?
It's certainly unorthodox. I don't think Mr. Otten would be pleased.
I think he'd be even less pleased if he needed medical attention and we didn't get it to him.
Very well. The only way to open the office without express permission is to reset the security system.
And how exactly does one do that?
Someone needs to reboot the...
Sounds complicated.
It's meant to provide maximum I'm the only one here who knows the code, so... It is, but I can open it from here.
Alright, Naoki, go reset it.
What? Right.
Mr. Alton! Mr. Alton! Sir!
He doesn't have a pulse.
No! He was just alive a moment ago!
What are you doing?
There's still a chance I can save him! Please help me!
Con guy, help us move the body.
One, 2, 3, 4.
That's enough.
What are you doing? There's still a chance!
Look at him. His skin is pale, his pupils are dilated, and he's covered in sweat. There's a good chance he was poisoned, and you could be poisoned too if you try to resuscitate him. Don't. You did your best, but there's nothing we can do now. Sophia, everything's going to be okay.
Lee May said he's gone.
Yep. Go check the finish. Okay.
What happened? Did you know, see it?
Okay, his final wish was to protect the vault.
What's the vault? We should find Aki. She'll know what to do.
She's coming.
Hey, what happened? The lights went out for a moment. Died? How? Did you read his last moments? Interesting. I haven't seen any vaults around here, but I assumed that it would be hidden.
The police are on their way. It's a bit of a drive for them, so we'll have to sit tight until then. I suggest we all wait downstairs. As I don't have any jurisdiction here, it's only a suggestion. But it's the best option if you want to stay unnoticed.
Always the gentleman. Nothing. Anyway, we should probably follow his suggestion and head downstairs. We wouldn't want to get into any more trouble than we already are.
It's not you.
It means that Miko shouldn't talk so much.
Do you truly want to know? But do you want one? We're on parole for crimes past. Gursky is our parole officer.
Glad you could make it. Did you take a wrong turn somewhere? You okay? Miss Millerson wasn't feeling well, so Naoki offered to make some tea for her. They both went to the kitchen. Aki said she had to use the restroom, although I suspect she just wants to look around. And I'm never entirely sure what Lee May is doing. The house is in lockdown right now, so it won't let any of us leave until Sophia unlocks it. I guess you can roam around or do whatever you feel like.
Whoa! Oh, Kevin, so... Whoa. Sorry, man, this is just... Well, what? Holy cow! Murdered? I didn't see that one coming. I guess that's what he meant. Mr. Otten never liked to talk about his history. Anytime someone asked, he'd always say that he buried his past a long time ago. Once, when he'd had a little too much to drink, he told me that he was afraid that one day his past would come back and return the favor. Man, dead? Really? Sorry, that's just too weird. I'm still having a hard time believing it. So, are the police gonna question us all and stuff? Well, I guess I'll hang out here until then. I'll be in the security room if you need me. It's the first door on the left here in this hallway.
Okanai, hello! Hey, did something happen?
What? Are you kidding?
Are you sure? What happened? Murdered? I suppose that shouldn't come as much of a surprise.
William Otten is not a popular man. His business practices are already reprehensible, and there have been rumors of unethical treatment of some of his test subjects. That's why I came. I was hoping I'd be able to uncover something about what he might be doing. It's really not what you think. Nothing. Nothing. Those. Well, recently, word's been going around that Liam Otten is involved in dogfighting. Not to mention extremely cruel. I'm fairly certain he was just getting fed up with Liam's antics. It's one thing to dismiss underage drinking, but the heat from Liam's participation in animal cruelty is bad publicity he didn't need. I heard he was planning on cutting Liam from his will completely. As far as I can tell, no. But you'd really have to ask someone more knowledgeable than I. Well, I've heard that he used to head up a series of experiments for the government back in the day. Something about altering genetics. The whole thing wasn't exactly approved as humane, and pretty much everyone was kept in the dark about it. It's a long story, but the short version is I've met a lot of the victims. I've pieced together their stories and followed the trail back to William Otten. It's a possibility. Sure thing. See you soon.
What? Well, that's not true. I don't know where you've been all these years or why, but that look in your eyes is still the same. The one that says you're already trying to figure everything out. It's like watching someone who just started work on a puzzle. You're digging through the pieces and looking to build a frame, but you don't have much yet. I doubt you would. We've never met in person. I sure heard a lot about you, though. Both of you. Not enough, apparently. I thought you were dead. We all did. Do you have any idea how much work was put into finding you? You know, back in the day, I couldn't go 10 minutes without hearing your names. Oh, they're so great. What heroes these kids are. Why can't... What a joke. When we found her body, the first person they looked for was you, but you were nowhere to be found. At first, they thought you'd been kidnapped. As days passed, they thought maybe you'd been killed. When I saw you yesterday, I thought you had finally come back to do something worthwhile again. What about your sister's murder? You're the only witness, but you ran away. What? Things are only as complicated as you want them to be. Then maybe you should listen. Sorry, kid. I'm sworn to uphold the law. Even if you don't want me getting involved, I kinda have to. We'll talk about this more later, but I promise that this isn't over. I got a call this morning about my report from yesterday. You've already caused a disturbance with your return. Are you kidding? She was the first. They'd find you eventually. It was only a matter of time. Yeah, I'd say so. If it weren't for Aki's insistence that you stay with her, I'm sure they'd already have come to take you back. Oh, I don't know. Why don't you try actually having a backbone this time around? The present only exists because of the past, you know. But I see your point. Figuring out the cause of death for Mr. Otten does take priority right now. I'll be upstairs. Come talk to me if you find out anything.
What's up? Yeah, I did. What do you want? Sure, why not? Since Mr. Otten hired you, you'd probably be allowed in here anyway. Welcome to my Fortress of Solitude. This is the command center for the entire house. You mean all the drinking and gambling, or extra stupid stuff? Oh, the dog fights then. Well, yeah. I'm the reason Mr. Otten found out in the first place. He asked me to track Liam's movements on his phone. Guess he didn't trust him. There's a surprise. Anyway, I noticed Liam was spending more and more time in a corner of town that's not really hot on the usual party clubs, so I did some more digging. Found out that Liam was watching dogfights, and in some cases, funding them himself. Big Will was furious when I told him. When you showed up, I thought he had hired a private investigator to get some proof. I guess it's kind of a moot point now. Not everything. Mr. Otten's office is strictly off limits. Very private, you know. No one knows what he does in there. As if it isn't obvious. Mr. Otten never likes to be far from his booze. His solution to anything stressful is to drink it away. Of course, he tries to hide it because it's not very professional, but... Come by if you want to ask me anything else.
I don't know. Does it bother you? Death.
Oh, man. Give me a second, guys. I gotta use the bathroom. Gotta go.
He was... Yes, I'm not... Thank you.
I'm thinking the vault's right there.
That's a pretty strong claim. Are you sure? Listening to rumors is a dangerous thing. Each has a grain of truth wrapped up in a powerful lie. And then let's hope she turns something up. Until then, I'd be wary of believing things without any substantiation. I assume most rich people do. Why do you ask? That's strange. I didn't hear anything. No, you're probably onto something. Although, looking at his lifestyle, I'm actually inclined to think that any vault he cares about would be in this house. He rarely leaves the house, and security here is tight, even for a high-ranking official. It's obvious that he has trust issues. Someone like him wouldn't let a bank hold on to something important. Besides, I'm sure he'd want to keep a close eye on it too. If there's a vault, it's definitely somewhere in here. All right then.
Hey. I think so. She's not crying as much, at least.
Kangai, I hope you don't mind if I ask you something. How did you know that something bad happened to Mr. Alton?
That's...
Naoki, please. I was asking Kangai.
Sorry.
So, how did you know? A sixth sense? As in psychic? Can you give me details on how it works? I see. I suppose it's different then. Many years ago, Mr. Alton experimented with extending the mental capacities of human beings. It's not like what you described, though.
What sort of experiments?
I don't really know much about it. It was a long time ago, before I started working for him. He just mentioned it in passing once, so I thought maybe that had something to do with it. He was terribly drunk at the time, though, so I suppose he might not have even been telling the truth. I'm sorry, I'm jumping to the strangest conclusions here. I must not be in a very good frame of mind right now. I don't know what I'm going to do now that he's gone.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. I just really want to find the person who did this. If there's anything you need to know, just ask, okay? Yes, Mr. Alton mentioned a safe place once or twice, although I don't know the exact location. I'm sure it's in the house somewhere, but the way he spoke of how inconvenient it was, I assume it wasn't located in his study. Mr. Alton has run a good number of studies on genetics, but experimentation was more the forte of his old business partner. That was nearly 20 years ago, though. He was. Liam's actions were very costly in terms of both money and public image. Mr. Alton wanted to punish him for his cavalier attitude. When Liam took up dogfighting a few months ago, that was the last straw. Last week, Mr. Alton informed Liam that he would no longer be inheriting anything. He was furious, naturally. He called Mr. Alton a selfish and greedy old man, and he said that he'd make him regret his decision. Mr. Alton never got around to doing it. A lawyer was scheduled to visit next week. As it stands, all of Mr. Alton's fortune now belongs to Liam. Of course.
Well then, that's an interesting turn of events. Do you know why? That would do it. Am I to assume that Mr. Alton never actually got around to making this all-important change in his will? Great. Alright then.
No dust settles here. It means that this place is quiet and safe from influence of the outside world. If you wish. Most are safety charms meant to ward off danger. They are the 4 legendary creatures: tortoise, dragon, phoenix, and tiger. Many things. Seasons, directions on the compass, sometimes schools of thought. Overall, they represent balance. The tiger and the dragon are mortal enemies. The dragon represents cunning and intelligence, and the tiger represents raw power and strength. Dragon and tiger, mind and body, they fight each other constantly, but neither can win. What bothers you? Naoki is scared. Oh, I apologize. Sophia is sad. She feels as if there is no hope, but there... Marissa is scared and disappointed. There's so much emotion inside of her. It's all flowing at the same time. She wants to be happy, but she also feels very guilty. Humans are very complicated. Kevin is uncertain. He does not know what he should be feeling. And Liam... I can't. He is with Aki right now. She is manipulating his emotions with her Kensei. I cannot tell what is his and what is not.
I'll talk to you later then.
What do I think? I think it's terrible. I really can't say. I don't want to make any judgments. Well, Liam is pretty angry with his uncle. His eyebrows went down every time he spoke about him. He covered his face when Aki started asking more questions, so he's got something to hide. I'm pretty sure Marissa's hiding something too. Every time she smiles, her eyebrows go up, as if she's worried. After she finished her interview with Mr. Otten, she was even more nervous than before. Sophia was pretty frustrated when we came, but now she's really anxious. She won't stop pacing back and forth. You mean that guy with the red hair? I didn't really get to see his face. Sorry. I've been studying body language for a while now. Feel free to come talk more if you want.
Of course.
I don't know, kid. I can't just march in and declare it's a murder without any evidence. For all we know, he committed suicide. Hard to say. His reaction when he saw you certainly was unusual. It's not a level of fear you see in most people. He very likely could have done something foolish in response. Now, I never said that. There are a lot of things that might drive someone to suicide, but in the end, it's still the decision of the individual. Back then, didn't you... All right then.
to speak about that. I'm authorized to share anything that might aid your investigation.
Feel free to come talk more if you want.
Mr. Alton values my services. I am a trained professional and an excellent personal assistant. I have personal reasons, but my employment is both legal and morally sound. Of course.
You're an interesting guy, Kongai. Well, for one, you keep some interesting company. I was bored, so I decided to run facial recognition on them. I found quite a few newsreels about them, complete with security camera footage and mugshots. I admit, I literally laughed out loud at the one where they sold ownership shares to the Space Needle. Oh, you didn't know? Like I said, you keep some interesting company. Weirdly enough, when I looked up their police records, they were completely empty. They haven't been charged with anything. The other girl with you is the real problem, though. I couldn't find a single thing on her. No online profile, no yearbook, no images of her anywhere. No connection to anything your other friends did. Dude, seriously? Gotta make a real effort to be that much of a ghost. There's no way that the government isn't involved in trying to cover something up. Oh, come on, it's not like that. Besides, how much do you know about her anyway? Of course you do. You're the genius detective, after all. Genius siblings solve another cold case. I gotta admit, you're actually kinda cool. So, are you on a super secret mission right now or something? You know, since you're using a fake name and hanging out with criminals and stuff. That's so cool! Hey, do you think the government would hire me to do, like, spy computer stuff? Sweet! A vault? Can't say I do. If I had to guess, I'd say it's probably in his office. It's the most secure place around here, after all. Although, I can't think of anything he might have that's more valuable than that precious artifact collection of his. He sunk more money than I care to think about buying all that old stuff up. Maybe that old museum of his is the vault. He certainly loves it enough. He wanders in there all the time, just to look at stuff. That room has so much stuff he cares about. You could probably say it's his vault. There's a blind spot right here. Anything under the camera won't show up on the monitor. It's the only place in the house with such a massive blind spot. I keep telling Mr. Alton that we should reposition the camera, but he refuses. You're kidding, right? You must be new around here. Mr. Alton's infamous around these parts. He's a ruthless sort of dude. Any little guy tries to start something new, he crushes them. Poaches employees, spreads rumors, heck, he's even brought in the courts multiple times. He'll say that these other companies are infringing on his trademark or something equally stupid. Of course, that's only the stuff we know about. If you ask me, he's got more than just dirty business practices going on. I mean, no one builds a house like this in the middle of nowhere unless he's got something to hide. If he's not doing something illegal, I'll eat my motherboard. Come by if you want to ask me anything else.
It's locked. It is a puzzle box. You must rearrange the panels on the side to open the doors. I will do it. I want to help. Aki does not let me work because she worries about me. But there's no danger with this. I can be useful again. This will take some time. Please return later.
The money. Never so even. Yeah. Mr. Al. Well, I graduated in the top of. Yeah. Come by if you want to ask me anything else.
Well, technically, no. They're not on record as having committed any crimes. please don't remind me. That was one of the bigger headaches, and a huge publicity fiasco. And yet somehow, I'm supposed to keep them out of trouble now? I guess you could say I'm their official handler. I'm supposed to keep an eye on them and make sure they don't do anything else. Hustling, mostly. The twins ran a lot of cons. Aki's got some sort of charm about her that makes people trust her. She's really manipulative, and her life is nothing but moral gray. Naoki's a good kid, but he'll do anything his sister tells him to do, and he's a fast learner. He can pick up on pretty much anything. They came to Edgewater 2 years ago and wreaked havoc for a good year before we finally caught them. But Aki is Aki. Somehow she managed to cut a deal, clean records in turn for their special services. So now the government uses them as investigators, spies, or anything else requiring a quick mind and an expendable body. It's not an inaccurate statement. And on that note, be careful about what she says. She's not a liar, but she likes to tell misleading truths. I'm afraid that's classified information. Try not to get into too much trouble.
Oops, sorry, Con. I was just upstairs with Liam. Oh, don't look at me like that. It's not what you think. For your information, I was just asking Liam about the staff. Did you know that none of Mr. Otten's personal staff are paid?
Oh, a second, guys.
Well, then Kevin was lying. Let's just say that he strongly believes it's in his best interest to be truthful. Got it in one. Kevin's family owns a small business that's in serious trouble. Mr. Otten pulled a few strings to keep the creditors away, and they'll stay away as long as Kevin works for him. As for Sophia, it seems her husband's heart is failing. Mr. Otten promised to move him to the top of the recipient list for the company's new organ creation project. I have to admit, I'm actually kind of impressed. What about you? Find anything interesting? Maybe the killer is after it too. We should try to figure out what's in it. Or, better yet, actually find it.
Hey, con guy, right? Huh. Wait. Well, there's Ira. Oh, the man. Why should I be? Murdered? No, definitely no. She said I had more time. Why? Are you sure it was murder? No. This is not good. Not good. I need to think.
Talk to you later.
Well, he did mention that his uncle likes to drink. It sure makes poisoning him easy though, huh? But... I don't suppose you could sneak in or something? Darn. Well, exercise the options you have, I guess. Might want to start there. That's cool. We'll talk later.
Has someone been talking about my husband? That boy. Yes, my husband's heart is failing, and Otten Engineering is the only company with the technology to keep him alive. Mr. Otten allowed my husband preferential treatment in exchange for my services. I may not receive a paycheck, but I value my husband's well-being even more. Now please do not pry any further into my private life. Sadly, I could name several. Mr. Otten wasn't a very popular man in the business world. Organ replication. Otten Engineering, but lately Mr. Otten has been trying to find a way to grow organs from living tissue. The process involved, it ensures compatibility, and the end goal was to be able to well, under certain of course, technicalities aside, well, there were I didn't think it was important. But none of them seemed like serious concerns. He saved a lot of lives with his work, but people have died because of him too. Once in a while, one of the organs built by Autumn Engineering malfunctions and someone dies as a result. It's not a common occurrence by any, and of course it's very expensive to get a replacement organ. It's really not as simple as that. It's possible to... I'm sorry, I really don't know much more than this. The only thing I know about his work is what I wrote for his press releases. I know he kept copies of all of his research, but I'm afraid I wouldn't know where to look. Of course.
That is only the first door. The key is in the place between mind and body. I have already searched this room, but I cannot find it.
Yeah, that. You think so? Because I think there's plenty to feel bad about. My parents took out a loan so I could go to a good college, yeah? Everything looks okay until my last year when the company suddenly changes their policy. The minimum payment shoots up and the interest rate goes through the roof. Sure they can. It was in the contract, printed all tiny and in legal junk. My parents are too trusting, but they wouldn't have gotten into this situation if it wasn't for me. And if I had been there, maybe I could have read the contract myself and seen something. So yeah, I feel pretty bad about it, but what can I do, you know? Come by if you want to ask me anything else.
I see Miko has been talking to you. Well, I won't deny that we've done things on both sides of the law. But we're not just a bunch of criminals, okay? I have my reasons. That's cool. We'll talk later.
Oh, hello, Kensei. Did you need to... Well... It's nothing bad. I just needed a place where I could be private. You know, someplace where no one's watching. There are cameras all over this place, you know? Aren't you bothered by the fact that someone you don't know could be watching your every move at any point in time? We give up so much of our private lives into the hands of strangers, and we don't even think twice. Doesn't it bother you? Well, Mr. Otten at least had the decency to leave the restroom as a private area. I wonder how long that will last. I just needed some time to think without feeling like someone is watching me.
Don't I know it. There have been multiple public demonstrations concerning Otten Engineering's work. It's possible, but it's hardly likely. I don't see how any one of his demonstrators could have gotten in here to kill Mr. Otten. An attempt on his life by one of them is more likely to take the form of a gunman or a bomb. All right, then.
Actually, it's sort of the other way around. Our mother, I guess, stay... Well, both of them have very strong personalities, but they have different approaches to solving problems. He thinks she's too impulsive, and she thinks he's... Well, they both... Oh, I'm sorry. Aki wants me to look around upstairs for a bit.
Yes, I'm sorry for earlier. I just needed some time to myself to think. I'm really not sure. I'm probably just overthinking Mr. Otten's death. I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking. Sometimes I see scandal where there isn't any. I really need to do more research before I say anything.
excited.
Found the key. Unlocked. Fridge. Took the SD card from the box. Nice walk. Okay. Mate. Whoa! Damn, she's dead.
Whoa, Khan, what's up? What?
What is that?
Hey, can we finally go now?
What? No.
But we're coming out of lockdown. That beeping noise means that all the doors are going to be unlocked.
Unlocked? Oh no.
Kevin ran out through the museum. I tried to stop him, but he had a knife. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. You did the right thing.
Liam's gone too. He made a bolt for the front door as soon as we turned around. Detective Gursky went after him, but...
How could we have been so stupid?
Oh, no.
Stupid! 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 Nothing? Well, that's not true. We had everything, Khan, but we didn't piece it together fast enough. We should have known, and now look. Marissa's dead, and 2 of our suspects have run away. Surely we could have stopped at least some of this. We're going to be in so much trouble. I don't know if... We're done here. Let's just wait for the police. There's nothing we can do anymore. What are you talking about? Looks like the police are here. We'll talk about this later. So, did you find anything?
Where did you find that?
Then we'd better have a look at it. Why would we do that? If it's important, we'll let him know about it eventually. Besides, it's not like the police would have found that anyway, so they're not missing out on anything. So what are we waiting for? Let's have a look at this.
A lot of this is pretty complicated stuff.
No kidding. It looks like Mr. Otten's been working on some sort of secret project for quite some time. Oh hey, a video file. Wow, lousy camera quality.
Where was this taken?
It looks like security camera footage. The angle's very high.
So Mr. Otten was spying on someone? That's creepy.
Khan, this guy in the video? That's you. Good. I hope you're. You'd be me. You and with us.
Aki,
Coffee.
Be. That's
and
not
what to speak. Glad you. You're not. We our word as for what you think we called it and else is only now. God, yep, we that I can't. Rich, maybe. Oh, where I meet yet in Los Angeles, and of course.
Okay, so we know that they'll.
She has to. My what? What? Here. Well... Wait, everyone... No. He's... We... Serious. So, you... Oop! Yep, he's... This... Yep. Are you... Yep. You're... Are... They are. This... And... It... That... There... That... This... No... Oh...
Oh.
Detect... Please make...
Let's go!
Oh! It... Larissa...
I'm...
Oh, or... Are you...
Miss...
Yep.
You're...
Hang on. You're... Wait. Oh.
Miss... Come...
No.
What? I'm... I'd rather...
Mr... Please make...
Right.
Shall we...
Good. Now, get...
What?
Sophie.
Please... We... Until...
Yeah, just... What do you... Leave... He's... Yeah. He...
But...
Am I...
Got... If he... Huh. I was... Like...
There's like...
Oh. I don't... Well...
I...
Split up...
Yeah...
Goes with...
Nothing. Well... But... Oh...
No.
Then I'll take...
Yes.
Oh! So...
No.
Work. Then we're the same! So you're just... That's the... Once I... Great! We can cover so much ground if we split up. I bet if we explore right now, we can find something good. Oops! Good idea.
She's strange. The door won't open. No guests allowed.
Oh, hey. Well, no reporter. That room is full of Chinese artifacts. It's like a museum. Well... Whoa.
It's happening.
What's going on?
Escape.
Who?
Whoa. Mr. Is there any way we...
It's...
I think...
Very well.
And...
Some...
Sound...
It's... I'm... It...
Alright, no...
What? Why me? Right.
Mr. O
He d What are you doing?
There's still a chance.
Con guy.
One...
That's enough.
What are you...
Look at him. There's a good chance he was... Don't. Sophie.
Lima... What happened? Did... What's the vault? We should find Aki. She'll know what to do.
She's coming.
Hey, what happened? The lights went out for a moment. Died? Did you read his last moments? Interesting. I haven't seen any vaults or...
The police are on their way. It's a bit of a drive for them, so we'll have to sit tight until then. I suggest we all wait downstairs. As I don't have any jurisdiction here, it's only a suggestion. but it's the best option if you want to stay unnoticed.
Always the gentleman. Nothing. Anyway, we should
it's not you.
It means that Miko shouldn't talk.
Teacher, but do you want one? Ronkers.
Glad you hope.
Whoa! Oh, Kevin. So, what? Well, what? Well, what's up? Yeah, sure, what? Welcome to my Fortress of Solitude. Not everything. Mr. Otten's office is strictly off limits. Very private, you know. No one knows what he does in there. As if it isn't obvious. Mr. Otten never likes to be far from his booze. Of course, he tries to hide. You're kidding. He must be new around here. He's a poaches employees. He'll say that these other companies are infringing. Of course, that's only the. If you ask me, he's got more than just dirty business practice. No one builds a house like this in the middle of nowhere unless he's got something to hide. If he's not doing something illegal, I'll eat my motherboard. Come by if you want to ask me anything else.
Hey.
Kangai, I hope you don't mind. How did you know that's... Naoki, please.
Sorry.
So? A sixth sense. Can you give me details? Many years ago, it's not like what...
What sort of experience?
He was terribly drunk. I'm so... I don't know what I'm going to do now that he's gone.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. He did not. Mr. Otten didn't trust banking institutions very much. He preferred to play the stock market himself. His belief was that he should be allowed to do as he pleased with his own money. He'd rather lose every... Of course.
You're an interesting guy, Con. Well, I found... Hey, oh, I guess you're... Yeah. Zoots. Oh, come... Of course. Genius, sibling, solve... I got so... You know... Well, that's disappointing. It would be cooler if it were. The money. Duh. Never actually witnessed him do anything illegal, and maintaining his security system is harmless. So even if he goes down, I can't be held responsible for anything. Yeah, pretty much. Why, should I? Mr. Otten offered it to me. Well, yeah, he handpicks every... I graduated in the top of my class. Yeah, that's the word for it. Come by if you want to ask me anything else.
I don't know. Does it bother you? Death. He was very scared. Yes, but even though I'm not scared. Thank you.
What? Well, that's... I don't know where you've been all these years. The one that says you're I doubt you. I sure... Not an... You have... You know, back in the... Oh, they're so... What a... At first, they... When I... What about... Think... That... So... We'll talk... I gotta... Are you... Made... Yeah? If it... The... But I'll be up... I assume most rich people do. Why do you ask? That's a strange thing to be curious about. Although, looking at his lifestyle, I'm actually inclined to think that any vault he cares about would be in this house. He rarely leaves the house, and security here is tight, even for a high-ranking official. It's obvious that he has trust issues. Someone like him wouldn't let a bank hold on to something important. Besides, I'm sure he'd want to keep a close eye on it too. If there's a vault, it's definitely somewhere in here. Alright then.
Yes, Mr. Alton mentioned a safe place once or twice, although I don't know the exact location. I'm sure it's in the house somewhere, but the way he spoke of how inconvenient it was, I assume it wasn't located in his study. Of course.
A vault? Can't say I do. If I had to guess, I'd say it's probably in his office. It's the most secure place around here, after all. Although, I can't think of anything he might have that's more valuable than that precious artifact collection of his. He sunk more money than I care to think about buying all that old stuff. He wanders in there all the time. That room, there's a blind... It's the only... Come by if you want to ask me anything else.
It's locked. It is I will do it. I want to help. Aki does not. This will take some time. Please return later.
I don't know, kid. I can't just march in and declare it's a murder without any evidence. For all we know, he committed suicide. Hard to say. His reaction when he saw you certainly it's not a level of fear you see in most people. Now, I never said that. There are a lot back then. Try not to get into too...
That is all. I have heard.
Okay.
You're excited.
So, did you find anything?
Where did you find that?
Then we'd better have a look at it. Why would we do that? If it's important, we'll let him know about it eventually. Besides, it's not like the police would have found that anyway, so what are we waiting for?
A lot of this is...
No kidding. Oh hey, a video file. Wow.
Where was this taken?
It looks like security camera footage.
So Mr. Otten was spying on someone?
Khan, this guy in the video? That's you.
Okay. Well, guys, I'm gonna call this a stream. I got a couple endings already. If only I should have went and got that key right away. So I see you guys